Hello, viewers. It's another fucking After the End mod. No, but honestly, I really like these. Personally, though, I'm waiting on the shortly before the end mod, which depicts the inevitable civil war the United States was supposed to have under former President Donald Trump, or former President Obama, or former President anyone since, like, FDR, maybe? I don't know, I'm not American. After the End is a shared universe of sorts exclusive to mods on the Crusader Kings series, which depict a fantastical future in which civilization has collapsed and new societies have risen from the ashes with cool new religions and governments. It's kind of like what you get if you cross the Fallout series with even more Middle Ages stuff, which sounds fucking amazing, honestly. Bethesda should just rip this off. Do it, Todd, you fucking coward. The first of these mods spans across North, Central, and later, South America. Here you have the militant hippies of Seattle, the esoteric bureaucracies. No, I still don't know how to spell that and I refuse to learn. Of California. The secretive peoples along the coasts of Gotham worshipping strange sleeping gods. Civil War LARPers. And literally just those nerds from Megaton. They also made playing as Quebec sort of interesting, which absolutely blew my expectations out of the water. Namely, it's their precarious position between the Ontarians, the natives, and the Cthulhu worshippers, and out of all of these, we know whom is the most savage of all. You will also have to contend with the British Empire invading. I mean, again, that is. This mod, of course, has been covered to death by people who have been much faster to the punch than me, so instead I want to cover other installments. 2 of them, to be precise. New Era Old World and Shortly After the End. New Era Old World takes the setting into the classical-ish map of Crusader Kings 2. It also has Doggerland, gotta scratch that off the alternate history mod bingo. Major players on the map from the beginning are the Empire Britannia, uwu, the Empire of Yugoslavia, God help them, the Empire of Transnistria, sure, why not, the Thunder Dragon Empire, the Kingdom of Chad, and the Soy Boys. This is how I discovered that there is a Korean diaspora living in Central Asia. Neat. Imagine interviewing a Korean esports guy, you ask him what it's like living in Korea, and he answers in fluent Korean, I don't know, I was raised in Uzbekistan. The modders have once again accomplished the impossible by making the French actually interesting to play, broken up into smaller chunks, and practicing a new unique religion, novelism, which is basically run on fanfiction. Come to think of it, isn't that basically just all religion? Now, the novelists are pretty neat because you're strategically placed between 3 to 4 different flavors of Christianity who all want a piece of you, and will launch crusades on you continuously, as well as the British Empire who worship the Queen under some bizarre interpretation of Mr. Crowley's work. You have all of that to survive while you build up and decide whether you're going to convert to either Catholicism or sparkling Spanish Catholicism, or whether you take the hard way and reform the faith. If you do reform the faith, there's a nature doctrine waiting for you that gives a ton of cool bonuses. Some other highlights of the mod include the Stalinist religion, the natural conclusion to Marxist-Leninism, and the modders have exercised enormous restraint by not just shoving Vikings back into Scandinavia. Instead, much of the North practices a combination of Lutheran Christianity and an esoteric religion called... Vagerna. Judaism has been given some much-needed content, like, seriously, Judaism and Sons of Abraham was just a watered-down version of Zoroastrianism. You can't even marry your sister. Actually, gonna check something real quick. Okay, good. They're still there, I think. I was gonna have a moment there, like, Israel, what have you got in your mouth? Come here, let me see what's in your mouth. Is that Palestine? Is that Palestine in your mouth? Drop the Palestine, Israel. Drop it. There's also supposed to be invasion events where the east side of the world is invaded by Siberia or China, and the west by randomly chosen nations from the original After the End mod, and I'm still trying to get those to work because Denmark being invaded by Canadians is objectively fucking hilarious, and very true to history. This mod runs a bit slower, and I think it might be because of all of these extra provinces they added to West Siberia. Could crop those out just a little bit. Listen, it's not ethnic cleansing, it's improving game performance. The game can also crash a lot a few in-game decades in if you have a dependency mod active, or even one of the game rules from the mod. Pro tip, be sure to disable Fitna Fracture. Now, Shortly After the End focuses on the West American coast. It starts in the 2050s and it's already pretty crazy. Apparently in the next 30 years everyone's gonna stop being Catholic or Protestant or what have you, and start worshipping Smokey the Bear or something. This mod is in the alpha stage. Many of the new religions on the map are a bit threadbare for mechanics right now, but it's in pretty robust shape. There's the Proto-Gaian group representing the various religions which would eventually coalesce into Gaian from the original mod. Among these are included some Wiccans, the Smokey the Bear worshippers, and pockets of anarchists, which get their own government type. Which is nice, you know? I always like to see a little bit of anarchy. The Black Cross are a loosely organized collective of insular communities, traveling bard preachers, and militant heresiarchs who share a belief in the straight edge path, and rebellion against a figure known only as the Man, who they believe imprisoned the Mother Goddess, Anarchy, and Gaia before the fall. Black Crossers bear particular opposition to the raising of livestock and... who invited the vegans into the polycule? As the game goes on, you will see provinces within this religious area convert to Gaian, and with time, some of those provinces will revolt and be taken over by characters with the religion, gradually expanding the faith. I anticipate that there are probably plans in mind to simulate a similar course of events to unite all of the religions in the California region together to create the Kedic religion from the original mod, but the functionality isn't quite there yet. There's still work to be done with the Grand California region, and I hope that the modders will find the time to make those changes. There are some other distinctive realms appearing on the map like the Dominionate, the Hinge, and Long Saddle, which I imagine might get some events unique to them later on in development. This mod also performs a bit more poorly compared to others in this canon, slowing down to a crawl by about 150 to 200 in-game years. And this is how both of these mods look like after running for like 12 hours or something, I don't know. I wasn't counting. I failed math in high school like twice. I probably didn't need to tell you that. Watch, viewers, and enjoy.